dirt road off a 2-lane past a shot up county sign. Squeaking of a backyard screen door letting you know that it's
The Putnam Personalities podcast exists to highlight the good, the positive, and the inspirational in our community. This episode is not an endorsement of any political or religious ideology. This podcast is a simple interview to get to know our friends, neighbors, leaders, and colleagues on a more personal level. Sit back, grab some sweet tea, and enjoy today's interview.
Sounds like home to me.
So, Hollister, Florida has their own little movie star.
Oh, you say that.
It's kind of fun though. It's kind of crazy. When I first moved here, I have no idea how I met you, but when I first moved here, somehow we met you. You told me you moved here in June of 2012. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember now. Is it 2012 or 13? Yeah, I think we actually got here in 2013 because we came here in July.
First.
But we didn't actually move here until our goal was, because we had to renovate a little building to live in, and so our goal was to be here, I think, on January 1st, 2014.
Oh.
So I think we came in 13. So actually, you've been here a year longer, not a couple months. Yeah, I had that wrong. But anyway, so Cindy Shaw, you've been one of my favorite people in our community. I love watching you going out in the street in your little pink scooter. You still have that thing?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't seen you in a while.
Pink
You've been
scooter
hiding.
with a pink bike still.
Pink bike and pink scooter.
Well, I took a little time off to be with the family, and the family expanded quickly and a lot. You know that.
Yeah, they have.
You know that feeling too.
How many kids do you have?
5.
And how many grandkids do you have?
10.
No, great.
Oh, no,
I'm just
not
kidding.
yet.
I'm just kidding. I know that. I know you don't have any great grandkids. I have my first grandkid. My daughter Rochelle had her first baby, and our first grand boy, and he's got a lot of hair. His hair, honestly, his hair is about as tall as yours. When you have it up like that, it's kind of crazy.
Does he have a bun?
No bun. She can't control it. It's just like, it's everywhere. It's a Picasso, but it's just everywhere. But anyway, so you reached out and said you'd love to be on an interview, and I thought it'd be great because in our own little town here, we do have someone that's been on TV in the 80s, I guess 80s. 80s, and you were on some popular shows, Miami Vice, and I wasn't allowed to watch Miami Vice. So I think I have season 1 in a box set, and I bought it when I found out you were on there. One day I'm gonna go maybe watch and see if we can find you, but tell us what it's like to be on TV.
Well, I was Cindy Belair back then. That was my stage name, Belair. And I just did it. I got into acting and modeling. It was fun. And I got the opportunity to do it, so I just did it. And then one thing rolled over into another thing, and then just became a whole career. So
Now this podcast is a conversation, but how hard is it not to look at the camera right now?
I know. Well, I
Because you've been in front of many cameras, I'm assuming.
I'm fine.
So, but let's start from the very beginning. Tell us, so I don't know how this works, honestly, with movie stars. I know you change your name, you have TV names. Is your real name, you don't have to tell us your real name. Is your real name Cindy Shaw, or did you grow up with a different name than that?
That's my children's name.
Okay, gotcha. So you had a name as a child. So where'd you grow up at?
I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina, and Hollywood, Florida.
Really?
So.
Hollywood, Florida? That's not as cool as Hollywood, California.
It was pretty cool.
No, I'm kidding, of course. So when you moved to Hollywood, Florida, is that what got you into acting and modeling?
Yeah,
or
because
what?
it was close to Miami, and once you get one job and somebody sees your picture or sees you in something, trying to reach out to you. And had an agent named Ada Gordon. Back then she was she was the bomb. So.
And interesting though is there was no internet back then. There was no social media.
You
there was
make
no
it
email.
sound like it was Miami Vice from 1920s.
No. I say that
But
because
no, there really wasn't.
that's what I
Isn't that
mean.
weird?
So that
I
was
never thought about
different.
that.
It wasn't like people just sharing
I
your
never
post
thought
and like,
about
hey, would y'all like to use this lady in a movie or whatever? No, this was it was a lot harder work back then, I assume.
No.
To get found?
Have you ever heard my mouth? Have you ever heard me talk? Have you
Yeah.
ever heard my presence? You just got to be larger than life, and you just got to get your name out there. And you just got to meet people, and you got to, do that. You got to put the effort in, and then I got work. So.
Yeah. So you were there's a lot of questions, and I don't know sometimes how to ask. So Miami Vice. So what's it like to be on a TV though? Like when you go out in public, do people see you? They know you?
Yeah, we go to like openings of like, I'm in church, should I say nightclubs?
Yeah, I got you.
Nightclubs and restaurants and like charity events and things like that.
Okay. So people ask your autograph.
I've been asked for my autograph, but mostly like when I was with like people like Don Johnson and like Prince and like people like celebrities and.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So what famous people? You mentioned Prince. You met Prince.
Went to his birthday.
So tell us what that was like.
It was a Prince birthday.
Was it purple everywhere? Was it raining?
People ask like what celebrities are like. Just like me.
Regular people.
Yeah, they just got a job to do, just like me.
So I still want to know, like, to be on TV, is there hours in a day? Are you on the beach all the time? Are you like, tell us about Miami Vice. Like when you're on the set, what's it like?
It's just a job. You got to show up. You got to call time.
I mean, you're on the beach because it takes place on the beach.
Every
sometimes.
role I had, I was in a bikini about as big as that phone.
Oh.
So.
We won't show any. No, we won't do that. Okay.
And you know it was a paycheck and a fun time, and you met people, you know, just like anything else.
Oh, so while you're working, okay, so let's just let's create a little scenery. So something is happening. I guess you're on a beach or something. So if this is happening, do you have people, like everything's probably roped off or taped off, where you can't just have regular people?
Well, there's trailers, you know, dressing trailers and things like that.
Okay, and so you have a lot of people watching, wondering what's going on. Okay. And then, is there a lot of cut? Let's do that over again. What's that little chopper thing they do? Like, cut, go back, start over.
Yeah.
Is there a guy sitting in a chair with a big horn?
Yep.
Really?
Same
That's
thing.
all real?
And I mean, you do this instead of do this. They'll be like, Sydney!
Okay, gotcha.
Just like I do with anything else. But it is, I understand, like with people that have never been on a set of a movie or a set of TV, and they just don't get it, but it's exactly like you see in the movies.
Okay.
Put it that way.
Gotcha.
And we're there, you know, doing a job, and you know, and then you get in the golf cart and they bring you to your dressing room and then do your makeup a little more, and you know, it's a job just like anything else.
So who are the main actors on Miami Vice?
Don Johnson, of course.
Right.
And I don't remember the names of like the main.
So Don Johnson being one of the main actors.
Yeah.
So, you know, you guys go to lunch. You guys kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's pretty cool. So you also were on another movie. Now I've got a picture of this. I'm going to show the picture. Is that okay? And you're wearing more than a phone, so that's good.
I know.
There you go. Well, is this you hiding your face?
That's me.
No. So I'm assuming you're in the middle.
Ah.
That's you right here?
No.
Oh. I actually didn't notice. Wait a minute. This one is definitely not you. Okay. That's not you.
me.
Oh. I thought this was you in the middle. Oh, okay.
No.
That is you in oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a white girl. I'm an Asian girl.
Is it allowed to ask how old you were back then? In this picture, what movie is this?
This was with Tom Hanks, Bachelor Party.
Okay.
With
which
Tom-
I've never seen. I don't know if I need to see it, but so let me go back. So
This
Tom
is my
Hanks.
answer to that.
Yeah, Tom Hanks. So you got to meet him. So what was that like?
And Tanaya Katayan, I can't remember say her name. I'm probably butchering it.
Okay.
She was really cool. She passed, I
Okay.
think, last year. Really cool. Same thing. You go, you put your makeup on, you put your clothes on. They stand you here and go, do this, say this. I think I was just joining the Screen Actors Guild here. So I was 17 there.
Okay. Very cool. Well, that's pretty neat.
Look, guys, that's 17-year-old Miss Cindy.
Miss Cindy.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know what it looked like without my bun.
Yep. So I'm going to change
And
it.
about 94 years ago.
So you would be considered a Putnam personality, and you're on the podcast. So here we go, which is not yet on podcast formats. It's only on Facebook for the time being.
Nice.
And after a few episodes, after we get all the kinks worked out, I'll go ahead and upload to YouTube, and then we'll actually do we'll put it on the other host sites. But anyway, for now, we're doing it simple, just try to work things out, because this is all new to me. So
Yeah, you're doing a great
Tell me
job.
what you've got going on here. Like you've got,
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Jason.
okay.
This is the church that I go to.
You go to
And
Dunham Woods
I go
Baptist.
to Dunham Woods Baptist Church.
It's down the street.
And we are doing our VBS June 24th
Okay.
through the 28th.
Very
And
cool.
So if you contact the church,
So unfortunately, this is
Register.
airing July 31st. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. We're always a couple weeks behind, but no, it'll be soon. And then the almonds and the pineapple juice, just for fun, just to keep you busy. Okay.
you know,
So if you eat an almond, I just need to know you're not ready.
D.
Gotcha.
Something to do.
So if you eat an almond, I'll know that you're not ready to answer questions for a couple minutes.
I know, what I say it gives you?
A cow mouth?
Cow mouth.
Okay, so you're from Miami. How do you even know about that kind of stuff? So let's talk about Putnam County. You moved here in 2012, like you mentioned earlier. Why did you move to Putnam County?
The opportunity presented itself for me to be here to help a friend.
Okay,
Mhm.
very good. And you
And
live right
that
down the street from
turned
us.
into just owning property here
Mhm.
and taking care of my little space in the world. And then, like I said, then the family was expanding. I got into doing things in the community. And as you know, you really get into this community, and it's a gem. Everywhere you look, I don't care what anybody says. Every person you look at, every person you talk to, they have a story. 99.9% of the people, in my opinion, are amazing. I mean, amazing. I saw you had Joe Wells on,
Mhm.
and I had a conversation with Joe 11 years ago. I remember talking to him on the phone, and aren't these people like great? You ask and they show up, you know? So, I was
So
hooked, I
your
think.
own little corner of the world. So what's interesting is I always tell people, don't let your past define you. But the truth is though, our past does help create us.
a little bit.
And it's done that. But most people in this community don't know that you were on TV. It's not something you flaunt. You don't go around telling everybody. You don't say, hey, you want an autograph? You don't do those things. You have your own little
In the
house.
Dollar General, hey, you want an autograph?
Yeah. And we have one, or is it two? I can't know.
I think it's 5.
How can we be a town with 700 mailboxes and have $2 generals?
I know.
I don't
It's a
understand.
bunch.
Yeah, but we support them. But no grocery store, no gas station, no traffic light. We have $2 generals within like a mile of each other. But
Yeah.
it's great. But so now we're making fun. We should do that. But it is positive though. It's fun to laugh. It's fun to laugh.
Yeah.
And you make me laugh a lot. So
You know, since
ever since
I'm
I've known you.
funny.
Yeah, exactly.
I redirected one of your text messages, and it said, "You're the funnest person I know."
Yeah.
And I wrote back to you, "Oh well, since I'm so funny,
Right.
you're like fun."
Yeah, I said
fun."
funnest, not funniest. Right. I wasn't making fun of you. You're the funnest person because every time I'm with you, we just laugh. We always have a
Might
good
as
time.
well.
Yeah.
I
Even
mean-
a couple years ago, we picked up trash together.
Yeah, I
You
pick up
remember that?
trash a lot,
Yeah, I do too.
hmm
I told our
and
students.
I ain't ashamed to say it.
Yeah.
No, it's really. I mean, you want me to go off on a trash rant? It's really necessary to clean up your neighborhood.
Mhm.
It just goes to that.
Well,
Trash or
it shouldn't be necessary.
ex-boyfriends. No, I'm just kidding.
So.
You gotta clean it up sometime, you know?
Exactly. It's sad. It's very sad that we actually have to have a community day to clean up trash. It's sad that we have to have someone like that is authorized to pick up certain items that shouldn't be thrown on on the grass or in the
Right.
roadway.
Shouldn't
So
be thrown
it's
in the first
unfortunate.
place.
But we did meet up doing that. I think even our county commissioner was here, if I'm not mistaken. The big garbage truck came out front over here and we loaded it up. And
Waste
what's the name of the company that keep Putnam
Putnam
Beautiful,
Beautiful.
right? Which I want to reach out to that lady. I think she's still there.
Nicole Grace, she's awesome.
Yeah, I saw her at the fair a few weeks ago. And you know what? What's funny is that she was in the pavilion where all the little displays and stuff are, and she was walking around picking up trash. And I was like, "Hey, you missed something." Just joking with her, but I didn't realize that was her. I thought it was I thought it was someone hired by.
She's hard working.
Yeah, I thought it was someone hired by the fair to go around picking up trash.
Yeah.
And then I realized that it wasn't. It was actually her. So we talked for a few minutes, and we're gonna have to schedule that. And when I get
Oh,
back,
man,
I'm going on a little
she's
trip.
awesome.
My daughter's getting married, but when I get back, we're gonna schedule a Hollister one again. We need to do that. But yeah, so last night at the baccalaureate, I think that's how it's pronounced.
Nope, don't even
Baccalaureate.
try. Yeah, I've been trying to say that word
Yeah,
for
so baccalaureate. So last night at the back, I was asked to give a speech, and so my speech started out with just simply talking about Some people, Tom Cochran's little song, Life is a Highway, talked about how some people view life as a highway. Some people view like Sun Tzu, I think it's Sun Tzu? Yeah, Sun Tzu. The Art of War.
What?
It's Suntzu. It's not Sun Tzu, but it's, Sun Tzu. Anyway, Sun Tzu. I wrote it down, Sun Tzu. But anyway,
Who is this guy and why are you saying Sun Tzu?
So Art of War. He wrote a book called Art of War,
Gotcha.
which has been used in military academy, everything else. So anyway, but he views life as, like, talks about battles. So some people view life as a highway, some as a battle. But I told our young people
Interesting.
last night to try to view life as for the eyes of a servant, looking for I said, and fill in the gaps. I said, I don't mean the potholes in Lake Estates, but I mean,
I know.
fill in gaps where they're needed. But look around your community and find where there's gaps. And even if it's just picking up trash, pick up trash. I tell people in our church all the time, like,
Yeah.
I'm the pastor, I get a paycheck, I get it, but we should all be picking up the trash. You know, that to me, if someone wants to do this, they want to do that, but they're not willing to bend down and pick up a gum wrapper, then you realize they don't have a servant's heart. And I encourage people to have a servant's heart. And you're one of those people, by the way.
Stigma though, people are like, oh my gosh, did you see them picking up trash?
I know.
And it's like, okay.
But you volunteer to do.
Oh, man.
You're always volunteering to do stuff.
Sign me up.
We just did a whole podcast on picking up trash. This is weird, but anyway. So other things, you've been involved with Rotary. You've been involved with stuff at the school. Your kids have gone through the school system here, I believe.
Yeah.
One of your daughters. We don't have to we're not going to name names and stuff. I think one of your daughters was in a music video recently or something a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I think with her dad produced or something. So it's kind of neat that your kids have done some different things. But you have been a volunteer in a lot of things. You sing in your church.
Yeah.
You go to Dunn Woods, as we mentioned. Shameless plug number 2. They're going to have to send me a tithe check if we do a third one. But no, so you go to church, you sing in the choir. Is that true?
No.
No? I thought you sang in the choir.
I just get up and sing.
You just get up and sing.
I get up and sing.
There you go. What's your favorite hymn?
How great thou art. It makes me cry. Happy tears every time I sing.
Why is that?
Because, in my perspective, in my belief, God is everything. Every thought, every energy, every action, every word, every feeling. And then that's just my perspective. And I just get pure joy from Him.
I believe he gives us those things. And what's neat is we are created. This is not a political podcast, and it's not religious. I always have to say that. But I will say though that, but religion does make us who we are. Not religion, but our faith is a better word. But I don't like the word religion.
My bone went like this.
Yeah.
Religion.
Yeah. I don't really care for the word religion, but our faith makes us who we are. And what I believe is God created us in His image. And so a lot of times people, men are taught not to cry. But the truth is God gave us our emotions. Christ wept. One of the shortest, John 11, everybody, Jesus wept. So we know that God
I was going to
had
correct you,
emotions.
preacher. It's
Exactly.
Jesus wept.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I love that you think
We
like
do believe that.
I love that you're putting out into the public that men can
Yeah, men should cry.
and feel. Good job.
when I heard you were coming on, I'm just kidding.
I tried to get here a little early. So
I tried to ask you not to come, but you came anyway. But anyway, but yeah. So every time I see you, you're happy, you're full of joy. But I'll be honest, and we won't talk about why or anything. But I did find you one day. You were
despondent.
Yeah, I was
upset.
I was driving by with my
furious.
wife. I said, "Is that Sydney?" She's like, "I don't think it is." And she literally said, "I don't think that's her."
It changes my whole demeanor. It changes my whole physical makeup.
Yeah.
When I'm the person that gets, when I get angry, and there's literally only one thing that can make me angry. When I see people belittling others.
Right.
And when I experience that, forget about it.
Right. Yeah, I turned
walk
around
5
and I
miles
said,
barefoot,
yeah.
and
I
you
said,
know
if that's Cindy, I said, I'm gonna go back and check. I said, that's her. I said, that's not her. That's not her. I said, something's definitely wrong. I need to check on her. So we went back around, like, no, that is Cindy. So I pulled over and we had a little conversation, a little come to Jesus meet on the side of the highway.
And I'll be real honest with you in my come to Jesus meetings. So I scare people when I'm like that.
But no, but I only say that because behind a smiling face and behind laughter, sometimes we all have hurts. We all have things that sometimes grab us and hurt us. And
That's
so,
mine, and I experienced it that day, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I can feel that much.
That you can be
when
real?
I see people, right?
Yeah.
When I see people disrespected or belittled, and it just hopefully my actions and my passion, and to show those people that were doing the belittling, that's
Right.
going to have an impact on people.
But I know the
Find
situation,
another
and we're
way.
not bringing that up. But the truth is, if I remember the situation, we're not going to talk about any
Yeah,
of the.
I
But here's
really
what I'm
not
going to say. No, but
discuss
this,
it publicly,
but this is what I'm going to say though, is that the character you have though is that situation is pretty much forgotten in your mind because
100%.
everybody's friends again, and your peace was made known, and everybody's friends
Yeah.
again, and that's a good thing. That shows the power of forgiveness. Is what I was getting
Oh,
to.
yeah.
The willingness to forgive.
And I show myself grace when I fall down, I pick myself up.
We all need to extend grace to everybody because
Mm-hmm.
it's the oldest saying that it's another cliche we always hear about everybody, be nice to everybody because everyone's having a hard time.
Yeah.
You never would know what people are going through. I think that's why I was so much against wearing a mask at one time, because I'm all about seeing people's expressions, their faces, and when you got a mask on, you can't see that. And I'm a people person, and I want to encourage somebody. So if I see someone that's scared, like, hey, is everything okay? Because I know you, so I'm going to turn around and come back and say, hey, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Because I know you.
Yeah.
If I can't see your face, then I can't encourage you, I guess you could say.
That's a good.
But I like to not read people's minds. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, no.
That's not my religion. That's not my faith. But no, what I'm saying is I like to be able to sometimes maybe figure people out and find out, hey, what can I do to help? I'm a helper.
That's awesome.
I like to meet needs. And sometimes I get maybe a little too pushy in that area, like push myself with somebody, not meaning
That's
to do
awesome.
that, but yeah. So you were supposed to ask me a question earlier.
About what? Oh, what kind of tea are you drinking, Jay?
Oh, I put the box. It's organic winter apple and cinnamon herbal tea, a brand name Clipper that I found at Ross for like $3.99 at clearance. So anyway, I just did
And
that
you
for
remember
fun.
that?
I remember that box over there that I can see in the corner of my eye. But no, I had to do that for fun because you asked me what I was drinking. Normally, I have a different cup and I have water up here, but this
I'm a
morning,
little slow.
yeah,
Thought you were having a stroke.
no, yeah. So let's. Did you play any sports growing up? Mm-hmm. What'd you
I
play?
was a tomboy.
Okay.
All sport.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you play pickleball?
Mm-mm.
They didn't have pickleball back then. It's
Yeah,
it's new.
dodgeball.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Mhm.
You get hit in the head a couple times too many? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually did.
Did you really? We used to play a game
With
in
a tennis
school.
racket.
With a tennis.
Mm-hmm.
We used to play wall ball. You ever played wall ball?
Ah, that sounds like fun.
Well, it's weird. Like, I think, how does this work? I forget. Oh, you throw the ball against the wall, and if the ball hits you, you have to run and touch the wall before you get hit by everybody else.
And it's
Everybody, you have
called wall ball?
Yeah, wall ball. So everybody has different balls. We're throwing these balls against the wall, and they're all bouncing off. If you get hit by a bouncing ball, then everybody has to take there and throw them at you unless you hit the wall first. If you touch the wall first, then you're safe.
That's kind of like
But it's kind of like
dodgeball.
a dodgeball, but everybody's using like tennis balls. They use the little rubber racket balls. We had everything. My coach would bring in volleyballs and basketballs, and we had everything. And just
soft. They were soft balls, though.
No, we would throw them against the wall,
That's crazy.
and as they would bounce off, if it hit you, your goal was to try to get it to deflect off the wall and hit somebody and get them out, or not get them out, but
That's
get them
like
to
rebound
the,
ball.
I don't know.
Yeah, I played
There's so
all
many
kinds
things.
of
It's funny how you can take the simplest of items and just make a whole new game out of it.
Like a huge dart, and you just throw it up in the air.
Yeah, at night.
That was.
At night when nobody can see it coming.
Woo.
What was that called? Yard darts?
Yard darts.
Did you ever play that?
Mhm.
Did you ever get hit?
Hmm.
But they were like really sharp darts?
And clackers.
I don't know what that is.
Knocked in the eye bone with a clacker.
What is that? A clacker?
They're little glass balls, and the object is to get them where you can clack them up and clack them down.
Okay.
But I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm only 39.
Yeah, you're only 39. And which life was that in? Okay. So anyway, so you're here. What else would you like to talk about?
I just,
I'm not even gonna look at my questions today. I'm just gonna,
I'm here for you to ask me what.
the conversation is going well.
I talk
Let's
about
go.
my kids and my grandkids, but that's just, family stuff. I just see everyone's family growing right now, and I think everybody should shine right now.
So, at your age, do you remember
Happy
all your
for
kids
them.
and grandkids' names? I'm just
Woo!
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. So
that
what's
was a
your
shot.
so you live here, and I've been to your house before. You live down. I was gonna say you live down the street.
Yes.
And you live. It's pretty interesting because when you first moved there, you had an open, basically a field in front of you. All of a sudden
Yeah.
now we have a
Cindy's World.
we have an RV park now, and I've heard they've
Oh,
had
across the street.
yeah they've had like reps from Google that stay there at the Bassmasters Pro whatever a few weeks ago. Like it was loaded with all kind. You meet anybody over there at all? Or you just kind of let them do their own thing. You ever go there and talk to them? Or?
It's really huge over there, but Keith Valentine, I'm just gonna go ahead and put his name out there,
Yeah.
with Trails End
In Hollister.
is the best.
Really kind man. I've met him a couple
Oh, man,
times.
he's the best, yeah.
His wife used to work at the school, and I saw him at
Joyce Lynn is Bester.
I was at
They're the best neighbors ever.
somebody gave me a gift card for Longhorn, and so I went the other day, and she walked past me, and he was right behind her, and I kept looking at her, and then all of a sudden I was like, I hope he doesn't think I'm looking at his wife, because I know her. Like, how do I know this lady?
You would be
So I finally
smart.
walked over, and I was like, I want to make sure you knew it wasn't like being weird. I said, but I recognize your wife from the school, right? She goes, yeah. He goes, you're the I said, yeah. He says, I'm the one that owns. I said, oh, that's because I recognized him too, but she was like, I recognize that lady, but she used to check me in and out when I go to school, do the Bible studies. So really sweet family.
Yes.
And
Awesome
but yeah,
neighbors. You couldn't ask for better neighbors.
but I find it intriguing though because I sell air conditioning parts, and I had to go to your house a couple times to drop off some parts. And you drive a pink bike and a pink scooter, and your house is pink inside. Is it still pink inside?
Mhm.
Like the walls and
Oh man, now it's like Barbie Dreamhouse pink inside, yeah.
have you seen the Barbie movie?
I said, I'm gonna paint, but just another shade of pink.
So is it all one shade now, or you got different
A
shades?
different shade, I just
Uh,
changed shades.
So what brings you to pink? Like what? Why
Just
pink?
makes me happy. Yeah, it's just,
Did
what's
you-
your favorite color?
Mine is probably blue. I had to look down for a minute because last night I was wearing all blue. My daughter's like, "You like blue?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, yeah." She's, "Well, I thought you liked green." I said, "Well, I did, but
I love just,
I like
pink
blue all
makes
of
you
a
feel
sudden.
good.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So, do you have animals?
Is this
thought-
the part where you joke?
No, you do have animals, right?
I have a million animals, yeah. I got cats, dogs, rabbits, chickens, ducks. Yeah.
So there is a real Beverly Hillbillies,
Yeah, man.
except it's the Hollister Hillbillies.
Yeah.
From movie stars to Hollister, Florida.
I got all kind of stuff over there, and it's just, it's my little slice of heaven,
Oh, I do remember because I think I went drove by one
and we
day.
call it God's little acre.
Yeah, I was handing out flyers I think for our church, and I went on your street. I think
You
maybe
said,
one of
is this your
gr-
property too?
Yeah, because you had like ducks or something over there or something. Your grandkids were playing with goats or ducks or I don't forget what you had. Yeah, I remember that now.
Right.
I didn't know that was your part of your property. How many? You have an acre or a couple
Yeah,
acres?
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
Not like, Trails In, not like 30
Oh
acres.
no, nothing like that. Very cool. So I know you still help a friend of yours. Any of your kids still live at home?
We actually have built a compound now where literally all of us live on the property.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Very cool. I know I've met a couple of your granddaughters.
And just just little side note, I think more families should start living together, if it's possible. For just.
I hope my girls hear this.
Yeah, it's just
Is there a
when
big
you
rule
get
there?
older, the children realize like that your family, you're always, you go back to your family, and I just think it just, in my opinion, again, is that society has, labeled and created stigmas and things like that in and throughout the families. And I just
Right.
think the families should just make a conscious effort to be together in any possible way. I
Gotcha.
just believe that would be a good upward motion. And I know what people say. I know every single thing people say about anything that comes out of my mouth, but I'm still gonna say it.
That's okay. I met a couple of your granddaughters. One's still, I think, is in high school, and she's always very kind.
She's graduating,
And I ask her every time I see her, was she at the thing last night? I don't think she was there.
because she couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah.
No.
It,
Yeah,
it sounds
sorry,
like, I
Paige.
actually, when I typed that on my phone, It said on there the bachelorette speech,
Yeah, I
and I'm
saw
like,
the
it's not
pictures of
bachelorette,
it.
it's baccalaureate. I don't.
Beautiful.
Stupid thing. But what I was gonna say though, she's always very kind, and I have asked her the last couple of years. I haven't seen you. I'm like, how's your grandma doing? Tell her Pastor Jason says hello because I do miss seeing you around. But
She's
anyway,
just as sweet outside in it. Yeah, she's
yeah,
sweet.
good kid. But that's why we haven't seen you. You're more. At one time, you were a mom with kids away, but now kids are coming home. So now you got more of a role
Mimi.
in their lives.
Mhm.
Mimi's your.
Yeah.
My name is Papa J.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they asked me what my name was to be. Now my grandpa growing up was Pepe, P-E-P-E-R-E with a little slash or something on top.
Like Pepille?
No, P-E-P-E-R-E, like Pepe.
Oh, that.
And my grandma was Meme.
Like
They were
Pepe
French.
Le Pew?
Well, that was Pippi, yeah, maybe, I don't know. But Pepe and Meme.
We're just butchering this Pepe
Yeah.
thing.
And then my
Pepe,
other
that's cool.
my other grandparents were just grandma and grandpa. So when they asked me, I'm like, I don't care, just call me whatever. And I came with a couple names, and they're like,
I like Mimi.
No,
They started
so-
with Mimi.
so Papa J's cool.
Mhm.
So, well, anything before we're done? Do you want to ask me anything? Anything that I've asked you, you're allowed to ask me.
No,
'cause-
I'd like to comment on something.
Okay, go ahead.
I just think that you add so much to this community, and I
Thank you.
watch everything you do. I guess algorithm filters all your goodness down to my
Okay.
my timelines. But I, personally and professionally, I think you're an A1 human being.
Okay, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Very cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and that's my
Very
new
kind
thing I
words.
say now. Yeah, man.
No,
Over 50, you just start saying things like, "Yeah, man."
I-
Yeah, man. Let's pick up that trash.
I catch myself saying awesome, and I catch myself
Yeah.
saying, oh, that's good. But the problem is, I've done this twice now. Somebody says something that was good, but was tagged with a negative. I'm like, that's awesome. And I'm like, well, no, not all of it's awesome. The first part was awesome. The next part's like, that's sad. Like,
Mine
just-
is, I
gotta
love
think.
it. I love it.
I've heard some podcasts, and I think my son-in-law does this. When you talk to him, he'll go, yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I can't. If Chase ever watches, I'm not mad at him, but the yeah thing. There's one podcast I listen to all the time that I really enjoy, but the guy always says yeah, yeah. I caught my word as I do it a lot.
Yeah,
I need to stop
yeah.
that. I say awesome a lot, but
And you got to conversate around that. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Man of many words. Yeah.
All right. Well, Cindy, thank you for coming on. I know you have an appointment, so you have to leave here in a minute, but appreciate your
I was
friendship.
just going to tap my phone. Oh, I'm 2 minutes
And you're
late.
2 minutes
It's
late,
okay.
Appreciate your friendship, and thank you for being a good neighbor.
Oh.
And the reason for this podcast is to highlight the good, the positive, and the inspirational in our community.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you do all three of those things. So thank you for being on today. And we'll see you again.
I'll see you definitely.